For joining me for your monthly tarot scopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading. Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your June of 2014 tarot scope and mini astrology reading. All right, let's start shuffling these cards and see what we're going to get here. Well, these couple cards wanted to come right out. Some people. Looks like some peeps. Well, this one kind of wanted to fall out too. Okay, let's put these down. All right, I'm going to do a couple more just to get a little more info, insight, more people. Okay, I think I've got an idea what they're trying to show us here. Let's see here. All right. All right, well, you know, the first two, they come up with the first two as people cards, court cards, people cards. And it could be people. But often if it's in the element that we're in, which meaning the element of air signs, Gemini, we're in the month of Gemini in June, it could be talking about, you know, the new moon in Gemini. But actually I think the new moon in Gemini is at the end of May. So it could be, if you're watching this ahead of time, let me just double check on that. Yeah, we've had a new moon in Gemini the 28th of May. So it could be something like that. It could have to do with that. Or while we're in the time of Gemini. You know, while we're in the time of Gemini still. It's funny because one person's upright, one's in reverse. So if these are actual people, that would mean that one person is to your benefit and one is to your detriment. Or one person is going to help you and the other one is blocking. And that's kind of what this feels like. This feels like a blockage to me. With her, with the Queen of Swords, I feel like she has clear sight. Like she's got a clear idea. And I mean, I know you're Taurus, but this could even be you. I mean, this could just be you in your mental state. Absolutely could be real people. But I feel like this is you having a clear kind of vision toward four rods. Four rods is changes you want to make in your everyday environment. Often it is your home. That's the primary meaning of it. So you might want to, it could be simple as I want to redecorate my home or I want to paint. And my partner doesn't like the colors I pick. I mean, it could just be that mundane. Or it could be much more than that. I want to live in a certain place. And my partner doesn't want me to. Or this is, you know, this feels old, like old paradigm. An older relative or father figure even, maybe, you know. This feels like this older generation that feels very fixed. And now the fixed air sign would be Aquarius. And of course you Tauruses are fixed as well. So maybe they're trying to get me to say that it's Aquarius. Maybe it's something that happened or started in the time of Aquarius, which would have been late January, February. So there's something about that, but this feels like the old way. And this person is understated, but has a clear vision. And I just feel like this is kind of something within you. You kind of have a clear vision of four rods, how you want to make your life. Now, four rods not only being a new home environment, it can very often be a new work environment. It's your everyday routine. It's where you spend most of your time. It's your everyday environment. It's like the third house. It's like Gemini in the astrology. So there seems to be, you know, something you're wanting to do. You have a clear vision of how it should be, and I think you're kind of right on about your vision. But there does seem to be somebody standing in the way, whether this is an actual person or whether this is just representative of the old paradigm, you know, the old patriarchal paradigm. Hangman is there. The Hangman is a card of waiting. And, you know, when I looked at it, that 12 stood out to me. So, could be something could happen, wait till the 12th, or wait 12 days, or, you know, that might be a thing, or 12 may be some other significant number that relates to you personally. That's why I'm, you know, compelled to say it. But I always think of the Hangman. Don't get afraid about this card if you don't know about tarot. It's kind of worn out on my deck, but he's enlightened. It's always a card of enlightenment. It's a card of pausing for reflection, receiving enlightenment. It's not a bad card in any way. It's a very spiritual card. But that's kind of, I get this, when I look at this Queen of Swords, I have this serenity vibe around her, and she feels so soft and serene, and she does feel very grounded and centered, So, even though this is an obstacle, it's not insurmountable. She sees clearly her path beyond here, and there's this, this little blockage, but I feel like it can be overcome. The reason I wanted to go right for the astrology, because the two elements of this month are represented in the spread. We've got air and water. And of course, during the month of June, we move from Gemini to Cancer. We move from air to water. So I feel like, I was very, bright about seeing this guy, seeing this Knight of Cups, thinking, oh, well, things are going to maybe turn around in Cancer. But, and I do feel like that's the case. But there still seems to be some other obstacles here. Knight of Swords in reverse is either something from the past, because Knight of Swords upright is a very much a card of where we're in sorrow, we're in pain, we're in suffering. In reverse, sometimes it's lessened. It could be, it's already happened, we're getting over it, maybe not all the way over it. But it could also be, it's worn out. It's time to stop that. It's time to let that go. Especially, the reason I want to say that is because Death card is there. Now, don't get freaked out about death. The Hangman and Death in your spread. Don't get freaked out. Death is just the death of whatever. And it's always, when I read, I always, well, what's behind it? This is what's being left behind, and this is where we're moving forward to. So this is what's being left behind. So I think in this case, that's a good thing. We're leaving behind, because this feels lingering. This feels like some old wound, and I feel like it's wounded you. You might want to take a look at where Chiron is in your personal chart. I feel like it's wounded you and it's held you back. That's what I'm getting. It's held you back. So releasing that, this new breath of creativity, water, cups energy, creativity, spirituality, love, a new love could be popping up here. If that's the case, if this bottom part is relationships, then could be a new love right there in Cancer time and water here. But you've got to release these old wounds before you're ready for it. The final thing is this Knight of Rods in reverse. So this could be one more person who's an obstacle in your life. I mean, these could all just be actual people in your life. And if I were reading for a one-on-one personally, I probably would say that. I probably would relate these to actual people in your life. But here's what I feel about it for the general way of thinking of things. One more little snag coming up in Leo in August, but then I want to say you're home free. Okay, that's what I kind of get on this. The big hump is leaving this behind. There's a surge of positive energy. These cards, I didn't lay them out that way, but actually they would be together. And Four Rods with some cups around it often is a new romance. So that's another definite possibility, or just breathing some new love energy into your life in general. All right, let's take a look at where the astrology for the month. Okay, the first thing that's happening is the full moon on Friday the 13th. Oh, you guys got the Hangman and Death and Friday the 13th. So none of this is anything to worry about. And Friday the 13th, as I said before, I've had some really great things happen on Friday the 13th. So I don't have that fear of that date at all. So anyways, in your case, it's showing in your 8th house. 8th house is usually other people's money. Pause. So the 8th house, it's other people's money and joint finances primarily. Can be sexual in nature, but full moon, something coming to a culmination. Doesn't really relate that much to this, but so maybe some kind of financial deal can be struck. Maybe some kind of financing can be obtained, or you'll find out the answer on that day. Things of that. Joint finances, something taxes also, but we're kind of past tax season. Okay, and then the new moon on the 27th is going to be in Cancer in your 3rd house. This is more like what I was talking about earlier, 3rd house. For Four Rods, your neighborhood, your general environment, your everyday environment. It's also speaking, writing, talking. Good day to make inquiries. The new moon. Good day to write a letter for some kind of new thing that you're looking to manifest. Good day, third house in Cancer, nurture your mother, or something having to do with women. If you take into account the astrological sign of Cancer, your mother, women, things of that nature. But overall, things for change. I feel like trust your own intuition, or if this is an actual, maybe there is a female, maybe that is your mom. Maybe there is a female who does have clear vision. Maybe this is somebody outside of you that can see, the big picture of the thing that I feel about her and this energy, he or she actually, in this kind of a spread, is just this serenity, this calm, this clear vision, clear-sightedness. Okay, that about does it for this month of June 2014. I want to thank everybody for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. And I want to thank everybody who's been donating, because for their donations it really makes it worthwhile for me to continue to do the free readings for everybody. Before we go also, I wanted to remind you again, my book is for sale on Amazon, Tarot in the Modern World. It is a tarot book. If you're watching my videos to learn how to read tarot, well, this is the ideal book to get to go along with it. It gives a little poem to remember the cards by. Maybe more for the beginner, but could hold insights for more seasoned readers. I give upright and reverse. And the other thing that I do is I give how to relate it to other cards. So therefore you can tie the whole reading together, and it helps you to really tie the reading together, because you really can't always just read the cards just one at a time. You got to kind of put it all together and into a story. And I think this, if you haven't been doing that thus far, this book could get you on your way to doing that. It kind of shows you the way by relating to a few other cards each time. And you'll start to get your own meanings as time goes on. Easy to understand, it's plain speak like I speak, so if you like my videos, chances are you might like the book. Okay everyone, thanks again for watching, and remember, you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll speak to you soon.